Hello and how are you? This would be blog number 6. Today's date is February 5th, 2015. First things first. Microphone off. Yeah, first things first. The silver spot on my microphone there, that controls my cursor. And my cursor has a tendency to get in the middle of my screen on my face. Well, not that it really itches or irritates me, but I always try to get it off my face or or make it stop itching. So therefore, you'll see me moving my head around quite a bit, but it's not that I have Parkinson's or anything. It's just the fact that that thing gets in my way and and it irritates me. So if you see me wiggling my head around, that's due to that fact. So therefore, I'm going to try to avoid that. I had a visitor today, which kind of threw me back a few years. You ever heard of the one that got away? Well, this just so happened to have been the one that got away. She's happily married now, and she has a few kids. But that doesn't mean that I still wouldn't break an arm off just to get married to her. Anyway, this is a life-changing experience that happened to me way back in 1981 or 82. Me and a friend of mine were getting ready to, I guess it would have had to been 83, because got rid of the blue bomb. That was the Torino that I told you about yesterday. I keep looking down for some reason. That's not a good thing. Anyway, I got rid of the blue bomber, which was my vehicle and my CB radio. I used to talk on the CB radio all the time. Channel 2 in St. Charles there. I was the blue bomber flying high over Charlietown. But anyway, I had crashed that blue bomber out. I picked me up a black pickup truck, and that was the Black Cloud. Well, anyway, a friend of mine, Pat, and I were driving over to another guy on the radio's house. His name was the Screaming Damon. He had flat tire. And so, being an auto mechanic, I figured I'd go over and give him a hand. So therefore, that's where I was headed. Here, let me try to sit up more. Maybe that's what's causing my problem. Uh-oh. I hope that doesn't bring up muscle spasms. Alright, here. Maybe I'll just move this. I'm going to move this up. Way up there. Maybe if I'm looking up here at my face, then I won't look down as much. We'll give it a shot. What the hey. Anyway, on my way over there, I'm looking down off of West Clay, down on the side street. It's old West Clay. It used to run from up there where, let's see, AutoZone. From where AutoZone is all the way down to the, I guess, Western Lounge. I know, actually, Norm's Wheel Horse. Norm's Wheel Horse, small engine repair and parts. But anyway, that is all now Lindenwood College campus. But anyway, as I was riding down there, there was a pair of girls that had their bicycles. They were walking their bicycles, and it had just started raining. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just turn around and see if they wanted to ride. So I whipped the truck around down at the bottom of the hill there, pulled in up towards Norm's Wheel Horse, and was headed back up that way to pick him up. I asked him, "Hey, y'all want to ride?" It's starting to rain, and it's better to be dry than wet. And they said, "Sure, I guess so." So me and Pat, we threw their bikes in the back of the truck, and when I saw her, I said, "That's it." I mean, you know how your heart jumps out of your chest and just bonds with somebody else's? That was the case right there. Mine was gone. It was gone. So anyway, Cindy crawled into the truck, and her friend Dawn crawled into the truck, and then Pat got back in the truck. And we were driving on over to the, what was his handle? I said his handle a second ago. Screaming Demon. Yeah, we were headed on over to the Screaming Demon's house. And, well, when she asked what we were doing, and I said, "Oh, a friend of mine on the radio's got a flat tire, and we're going to go over and I'm going to go over and fix it for him." And she says, "On the radio, CB radio?" And I said, "Yeah." She says, "Oh, my brother talks on the radio." And I said, "Oh, yeah?" And I said, "What's his handle?" And she says, "Screaming Demon." And I said, "You got to be kidding. That's where we're going right now." So I actually met her before I ever even met him. He was just a voice on the radio. And, well, she was just a hot chick in the front of my truck sitting next to me. Anyway, that was first time life altering situation. Lost it. I mean, it was gone. My heart was just gone. Anyway, kind of brought me back. I got that nostalgic looking, and so therefore that story had to be told today. I remember years and years ago, just different places that we would go. There was a old farmhouse up the road from my mom and dad's house, and we'd go up there, and it was a perfect place. They had the electricity was still on. People that had moved out about approximately 6 months ago. They were not going to re-rent it. They were just going to destroy it, tear it down. But it was a perfect hangout because the electricity was still on, and you could put soda in the fridge, and it had mattresses, and it had a couple of card tables and stuff like that. So, what better place to hang out? Well, of course, teenagers, they don't care about that sort of thing. They want to tear stuff up. And so too many people found out about the place, and pretty soon they started kicking holes in the walls and busting out windows, and the people that owned the place just decided to tear it down, and, well, that was the end of that. We also used to go out to Callaway Fork Road, which, of course, is where that Torino got destroyed. And then we'd also go out to Bush Wildlife and hang out there. And then there was a new subdivision being built called Westboro, and we was parked in Westboro one time, which was probably not the best situation in the world, because you ever have those situations where a police officer come up to the door and he taps on the window, and you're like, "Yes, sir, officer." He says, "What you be doing?" I said, "I be stroking." "Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I stroke it to the east, I stroke it to the west, I stroke it to the woman that I love best." I be stroking. Well, Anyway, we got, I don't know how many times we got a little rap on the window, but that's been a long time ago. Long time ago. Anyway, I just had to talk about that. And it's one of those things, when when there's just that one that got away, you gotta talk about it every now and again, just to get it off your chest, just to let them know, let them know how much they meant to you. And well, she meant the world to me. Anyway, I better get off that subject. Ugh. Nope, nope, nope. Anyway, it's 10 minutes of program today, 11 minutes of program. I was going to tell you another story about busting my head open, but that's a different story too. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap it up early today. I'm just going to say, Father, we just appreciate the weather that you gave us today. It was a bit cold out there. There was some snow on the ground, but the sun came up, melted her off. And it's going to get snow again, but you know how that goes. We got to live. We got to live the good with the bad, and I can't wait till that weather breaks. Whenever it gets nice and warm. Believe it or not, yeah, the other day was Groundhog Day, and Punxsutawney Phil threw out all the cloud and back the cloudiest overhead. Punxsutawney Phil sees his shadow and goes back into his burrow. Yeah, okay. Well, the only reason he saw his shadow, I believe, is probably because camera lights. That's the only thing I can figure. It wasn't because he saw the sun, because it wasn't out. But anyway, anyway, I'm sorry, I cut my prayer right in the middle and started talking about Punxsutawney Phil. Father, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you. Whenever I start to talk to you, I like to finish talking to you. I just like to thank you for this program, and thank you for the feedback that I started to get. And I'm hoping I get more people to like it on YouTube. So if you do catch it on my Facebook page, Hello and How Are You, then go ahead and jump over to YouTube and like it there too, please. The more likes I get, the better off I am. And I've got a lot of friend requests out for those of you that haven't been watching. I would really hope that you do. So anyway, signing off. Shenandoah says, hello and how are you? Goodbye and God bless you.